I'm going to explain how you add audio, in this case music, to your project, how you listen to that audio, it's called previewing in After Effects, and finally how to control the volume levels of that audio. So let's get started on that. First order of business here is I want to clean things up just a little bit. So I'm going to get rid of these comps down here. We don't need them anymore. So I click on this last tab there, press the X, do the same thing, click on the X, and close down those comps. There we go. Also going to close down this folder here just to kind of keep things simple and straightforward here. And now I want to go get that audio. So to do that, I just go File, Import, click on File, and track down that audio file that we provided for you. It's called music.wav. There it is. Just double click on that or click on it and click on Import. And there it is inside the project panel. I'm going to add this to the project, and it will be a little bit different this time. To go do that, go up here to the Edit Your Audio Here folder, open that up, and double click on this comp there to open it up. And in this case, we don't have a placeholder for it. We just have this empty space waiting to be filled with this file. So all you need to do is just drag it down there. So take the music.wav and drag it down to this comp. There you go. And there is that audio file right there. It's about 24 seconds long. So simple enough, right? So let's listen to it. Well, how do you listen to something like this? Well, the keyboard shortcut to basically play through your comp is the Spacebar. You press the Spacebar and you move through the comp. But you hear nothing. That's because it's previewing only the visual part of this comp, not the audio part. If I go back to the main comp here and go toward the beginning here and press the spacebar now, it'll just sort of begrudgingly go through the comp, playing a little bit at a time. This is one way to preview your comp, but again, it's not playing audio. The normal way to preview your comp where you want to hear the audio is to do what's called RAM preview. A RAM preview, you just press the 0 key on the numeric keypad. If you don't have a numeric keypad, and this has become an issue now with MacBook Pros, on a Mac you hold down Control and press the 0 key on the Mac, on the main keyboard. But in this case I'm going to press the 0 key on my numeric keypad here, press that, and it does what's called a RAM preview. It's building the preview in RAM, but not playing it yet. And then you see the little green bar forming across there, and it'll go for a while. It'll take a long time to RAM preview this entire project. I'm going to stop it by pressing the spacebar, and when I do that, it will play with the audio. And then it'll repeat over and over again on that little green bar area there. If I press the 0 key again, it'll start RAM previewing at the end of the green bar and try to extend it a little bit farther. And again, if I press the 0 key or the spacebar key, it will start playing it again. And you've now probably concluded that this is an awfully time-consuming way to preview just the audio. Well, there's a way to do that. You can preview only the audio by pressing the decimal point key on the numeric keypad. But again, if you don't have a numeric keypad, as in the MacBook Pro, on the Mac side of things, you can hold down the Control key and press the period key on the main keyboard. But I'm going to press the decimal point key here on my numeric keypad, and we'll preview just the audio. And I stop that by pressing the decimal point key again or the space bar. Notice you hear this kind of swish sound going by. That's a sound effect we've added to this template. So it's not only playing just the music, it's playing all the audio when you do that. If I go back to the original audio edit comp here, and I want to preview the audio here, pressing the decimal point button will preview only this audio. And it always previews from where the current time indicator is currently located. If I move it over here, it'll start previewing from there. Finally, there's one other way to preview the audio, and that's to scrub through it. If you hold down the Control key in Windows, the Command key on Mac, and then just drag the current time indicator, that'll scrub through it. So I'll show you how that works. I'm holding down the Control key here in Windows, Command on a Mac. Just pull this thing through like that. Like that. This helps you find, let's say, pauses in the audio or dips in the volume level where you want to maybe change the image. You can also see those as well by looking at the audio waveform. Whenever you've got an audio layer, you can open it up and look at that waveform. Here's how you do it. Go over here to this little disclosure triangle right there. Open that up. And you've got audio here. Click on that. And you've got waveform. Click on that. And here's the waveform for the audio. This shows you volume level, decibel level. You see how it dips off at the end there? I'm going to press the decimal point key here and we'll hear that fade away. So that shows you volume level if you're looking for pauses or gaps inside your audio. Finally, you can control the audio volume levels. There's not a whole lot of audio editing you can do inside After Effects, but there is some, and this is one way you can control audio. I'm going to go back here a little ways like this. And the audio level control is up here in the audio panel. And normally you see the info panel forward, but I've got the audio panel here forward now. This is the control level there, and it's set at 0 dB. That means it's the original volume level of this audio track. It doesn't mean it's silent, it's just taking the current audio level, then you adjust it accordingly. I can lower it like this by pulling it down, and play it again. Notice that the volume level here changed as I pulled it down. It got lower. If I lift it up like this, those peaks go up. You can go down only 12 decibels or up 12 decibels, which is not actually going to silence, just getting a lot quieter if I pull it down like this. And I'll avoid blowing your ears out by taking it up 12 decibels, but you can do that as well. There are other options and settings for editing audio in After Effects, too many to cover in this crash course, but we have created a separate course called Audio Editing in After Effects, and I recommend you check it out. I posted a link to it in the course description.